Let's look closely at the response time this time. Even with the new internet, Twitch goes live before YouTube does.
Mm.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the MehTV. Well, to MehTV. Jesus fucking Christ, I already messed up. And, well, Griffith, I made it, despite your directions.
Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why.
Sonic, you might want to move closer to your microphone, because I have you on maximum volume and I can't hear you.
Got it.
Why
Alright,
is the
got it.
Baillet non-cheatable?
Um,
Why?
you know, I had an idea of making him the big demon guy in the background, but
You mean Zod?
yeah, I had a inkling of making him Zod, but you know, that just didn't. I thought, you know, why not turn him into the red thing?
The Crimson Baillet. You already know what that thing does.
Surprised you didn't put the actor Zod as Zod.
Well, I mean, you know,
Terrence Stamp.
if you really insist, I can of course make things like that happen.
We'll save that for next time. Anyway, so we are going to be reviewing the
Yeah, so
first
we are
8
watching
episodes of
Berserk
the.
today,
We're going to be viewing the first 8 episodes
and
of the
now I can't hear anybody.
1997
That's
Berserk
amazing.
anime.
And what the fuck is going on, Discord?
What do you mean you can't hear anything?
My headphones disconnected. Turning them back on. It wouldn't be a Metley Crew stream if there wasn't technical difficulties, and now I have audio once again. So, it is time for us to put away our toys and start watching the feckin' show. Is everybody? Oh, no, you're not ready to go. I have to share my screen. Wouldn't be a stream without a screen, would it? Now we're watching the dub with English subtitles turned on courtesy of Discotheque Media off of the Blu-ray. I don't fucking care, mate. At least we got subtitles. Three, two, one. Yeah, I remember I read like the first chapter of the manga online at one point because it came heavily recommended. Yeah, and I read that and I was like, well, what the fuck is what the fuck is this about? and I was like, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this alone, methinks.
The sword that was being heat treated and tempered was weighed
There it is,
weighed
Chef.
400
There it
pounds.
is.
Yes, this legendarily bad English opening song, "Tell
Oh,
Me Why" by Pen Pals.
hey man, it's memorable.
God, tune your fucking guitar. Okay, so has anybody ever heard that infamous Italian song that is just like random nonsense meant to sound like English?
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, this sounds like that.
I mean, like early Naruto openings
Naruto at least was more
before
melodic.
opening 3.
Actually, you know what? This is alright.
Yeah, you want. You want.
Okay, no, I take that back. The singer can go fuck himself.
And that's why it's so infamous.
Like, the guitar isn't that bad now that we're on the acoustic, but whoever was playing the electric is like at least 3 of your strings are out of tune, and there's only 6 strings on your average guitar. I say that as the guy who was
The bla-
just playing a 7 string
now let
5
now
minutes
let us
before the
keep in
stream started.
mind, and the Swordsman arc is a lot longer than just one episode, and unfortunately, a lot of the original manga for the start of this series got cut from this
Yes.
and the 2016 anime. Although the 2016 anime does have Guts fighting spooky, scary skeletons.
They have him fighting Skeletor!
No.
Skeletor would solo this verse.
Yeah.
So now another thing to keep in mind uh, is that after or the is that another character that was removed from this anime altogether is one that is very important to Guts' journey, which is Puck.
Which is a weird
Let's watch
choice.
those lips sync.
Ah, good old
Okay.
early dubbing.
That's an
Hold
early
your
adapt.
tongue, I'll have it
That's
tucked under my head.
that is a early installment weirdness because Griffith did not take over Midland until the king had kicked the bucket
Yeah, I was
later
gonna
on.
say, hey, this isn't synced up. Griffith's not king yet.
Yeah, this is a result of Miura. Okay, so these charming fellows were harassing Puck as opposed to this little girl named Paulette. So,
Aled, I wonder if a little bit of
her,
inspiration from Cosette from Les Miserables.
Even
and
Alpha at Time
her
Berserk was
father is named Adolf.
As in Hitler?
No.
how unfortunate. How unfortunate.
Yeah, they get killed off by the spooky, scary skeletons and that at Guts encounters later.
Ah, karma's a
However,
bitch.
but yeah, they have a adaptational early appearance. So yeah, these guys were just throwing knives at Puck, and then Guts happened to be there, and he's like, "Yeah, sorry, Mister Bartender, I'm gonna be causing some damage here, so here's some money." Guts was at least polite enough to actually pay the bartender before murdering these guys. But in the anime, it, but in the anime, he just shows up, and well, we're about to see. In wood,
Man, they're getting real off on this.
so yeah, yeah, Guts just happened to come in here, and he's of a noticeably darker skin tone than he is in the manga. Just in this one episode.
Hey, who left all that red paint on the wall?
Okay, so in case you're wondering,
That's
in
is
the
that a
manga,
miniature version of his sword? And now
that's a
it's just
knife.
a and now it's just an arrowhead here.
It's actually a throwing knife.
It looks I you don't look anything like Kirito.
He's better
Yeah,
than
he,
Kirito.
he doesn't even exist.
Oh,
What do you
watch
mean
this.
you've come? Put your dick away.
Boom shakalaka. So yeah, quite a bit of the gore in the original manga is removed from the 97 anime,
Oh,
including that guy getting
no.
bifurcated. Also, one other thing, Guts had shot an arrow through that guy's nose as opposed to throwing a knife into his armpit. And there's also supposed to be narration about how about emphasizing how big the Dragon Slayer is, but that was cut out from the 97 anime as well.
Because it's all chunky.
Yeah. Someone's channeling a bit of Danny Glover.
Dressed in the tone,
Also,
black on black.
the minute Guts leaves the bar, he gets apprehended by this guy right here and is tortured for a bit.
Your mouth got a lot lighter than the rest of your face for a brief moment.
Yep. Oh, and fun fact, this series was animated by OLM, aka the animation studio behind Pokemon.
The realist metal says, "Do I have to put my glasses on, or will something be wrong?" Okay, I don't know if that's a. I'm not sure if that's a racist joke or if that's like a different kind of joke.
It's a joke on the bad English of the opening.
Mm. I couldn't hardly understand him. I was more caught up in the music. I was like, that's all right, and it's like, I probably would have been able to catch him better if he was speaking English. Speaking Japanese, rather. Sorry.
We will be right back after these messages. And now back to the show.
Dragon Ball Z will return after these messages. And now
So
back
that
to
charming
Dragon Ball
so that charming
Z.
fellow that we saw earlier is just dubbed the Snake Baron, not he doesn't have a name. Berserk Abridged called him Phil the Immortal.
Okay.
Nosferatu Phil, if you will.
No, it's not true.
Eat
Now, the thing is that this is also a sign and immediately that we're not going to be following the manga one to one Guts uh, uh, since yes, Guts does have regular encounters with apparitions in this series. And so every time he encounters a demon, that thing bleeds.
Is this a flash forward or something?
No.
Hmm. I thought that
Well,
I thought that mark was something they got during the eclipse.
yeah, that is during the eclipse, but the thing is that but, but the thing is I'm not sure if you were referring to where Guts is at right now compared to what happened earlier. So yes, so to answer your question, yes, this episode is where we're currently at, and the 24 episodes we'll be seeing as we go on are how we got here.
Okay. You know, I kind of feel like we shouldn't have started off this far forward, but you know.
That's how the manga started.
No.
I have a
Yeah.
feeling that the adaptation shouldn't have started this far forward and should have maybe gone a bit more linear in nature. Are we? Oh, that's
So
titties.
yeah, we're not going to be we're not supposed to be seeing the God Hand until
Fucking
oh Guts
seizure procedure, good lord.
and we're not supposed to be seeing the God Hand members until oh Guts' encounter with this demon called the Count.
Got the Dracula.
No. He's
Isn't
a
it the
slug
Count from
demon.
Sesame Street? Ah,
No. Not a
damn it.
seizure procedure. Ah,
Just
ah,
fucking flash a little
fuck.
more slowly. God damn it. Hi,
This was
Nemesis
the
from Resident Evil 3.
this was before the Porygon incident, or at least around that time.
Griffith! Griffith!
So Guts is kind of deprived of sleep due to the fact that he keeps encountering apparitions that want to possess him every night.
Oh, I have a feeling they wouldn't want to possess him. His body's already got a few demons inside that skull. It's a wee bit crowded in there.
So yeah, the reason why I was confused as to how you as to you asking is this a flash forward, or was because as I thought the incident Guts just sitting around outside of town before town was a bit of a flash forward. So yeah, like I said in the manga, the minister is keeping in Guts locked in a dungeon where he's tortured. Or
Huh.
by
Realist Metal says, fun fact, originally the Count was supposed to be called Vlad the Impaler, so he was going to be Dracula.
yep,
And Guts originally was supposed to have an eye patch. I can see
yep,
that, considering he always
that
keeps
was
that one
from
eye closed.
yep, that was in Berserk the prototype. Which, by the way, you can read that in the deluxe edition of the manga.
I have only one edition of the deluxe Berserk manga. I need to go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be time for you to meet a little thing I like to call the Brazen Bull. Nobody is allowed in there while you're screaming while you burn to death.
Nah.
All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us.
Holy fuck! What happened to the animation?
And all of a sudden, the animation budget ran out.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing this quite often in this series.
Yeah.
Now, one thing also that's missing in from the manga, the snake bear and drinking the blood of a baby.
I drink your blood, though. Ho ho ho.
Oh, he dead. Yeah, and since I said that a lot of the gore from the original manga was removed, we're not going to be seeing a lot of people getting split in half at least, is on camera, but made but shot in such a way that we can't see the person getting split in half. And we're also going to be seeing a lot more impalement.
Hmm.
Sup, bitches?
What's up,
Just happen to
motherfucker?
be in the neighborhood.
Guy just looks like a fucking snake, and the animation budget ran out again. When in doubt, reuse
Indeed.
animation and flash the storyboards on screen, I suppose.
Ah, shit, I'm out of ammo.
That's a creative way to minimize the blood. Also, a creative way to animate the blood. Just use the fucking airbrush.
Yep.
Oh, it'd be nice to see that.
Yeah. It'd be nice to actually see a lot of this stuff, but I guess we're gonna have to read the manga because guess what? This anime is pretty much acting as an advertisement.
Yeah.
Also, the Snake Baron doesn't have that bayonet hanging around his neck. That was something Guts got it when he entered the town where he encountered where he met the Count. Ow.
Unusual, the backgrounds have less detail in them than the foreground animation. Well, they're animated in a almost completely different style to the foreground animation. I wonder if Warner Brothers took any inspiration from this show.
They would eventually own the rights to it.
Dude, you're just a giant snake monster. I'm sure we can find something that can kill you.
What does Snake
Ow.
do?
Huh. Okay. This kind of thing happens to Guts a lot in this arc. Like Guts gets his ass kicked a lot in this show.
I mean, he's one of the most
Well, in
unluckiest
the
men
manga,
in
anyway.
I mean, he's one of the most unluckiest men on anime.
You know, it's a good thing they did.
Hold your breath and count to 10.
You know, it's a good thing that they don't have to animate lip flaps for this guy. Which you're about to get a real good surprise.
Boom.
Boom shakalaka.
And Guts takes nails a nasty shot. 2 points from Gryffindor.
I, I kind of feel like we could have done that earlier, buddy.
He tried to, but the snake was kicking his ass.
Who is gonna help you? You're a giant, ugly snake creature. Oh. Oh, it's one of those fucking things.
I know.
Told ya.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
unfortunate.
Oh, that's true.
This score sounds like it was produced by Falconer Productions, almost.
Maybe.
And this is
Like it's
Susumu Hirasawa doing a solo job. And now, flashback!
flashback territory,
You want me to leave
motherfucker.
your stuff here, or? Yeah, I folded them, and okay, I'll leave in your room. Yeah, yeah. There's just everything of all the colors. But what? I mean, I'm feeling kind of sick too,
Hi,
so yeah.
Bazuto.
Yeah, I'm just cold.
You're so cold. Keep your hand in mine.
Now, keep in
Yeah, I'm just
mind,
cold.
another thing that went on with the manga is like after the Black Swordsman arc, we actually flash back to when Guts was born.
Hmm.
And he was born from the corpse hanging off from a woman's corpse hanging off of a tree.
Yeah. Metal is shit
Some people
backstory.
skip to Golden, then go back to Black Swordsman. I can kind of see why.
I mean, both have their merits. I mean, one you could either see if you go start with Golden,
Yep,
you
and this
basically
is
get
yet another broken English song by the Pen Pals.
like, I mean, if you start off with Golden, you basically get to
Hey, we're
see,
gonna be
oh man,
seeing a
this
bunch of these characters later.
mm, it's like, I guess the thing is like,
Waiting So
hey,
Long is the name of the song.
indeed,
Oh, never mind. It's sung by Silver Films.
all right, all right, Alex, what do you think of this?
I think they shouldn't have started where they do. I always hate when I start something with a flash forward we have no context for, and then flashback, because it doesn't create immediate intrigue for me. It just creates uh issues to
There,
me.
and
Now,
oh wait, now we're in
granted,
the back.
I did start one of my stories like that, but here's the thing: I didn't flash forward too much. Like,
Oh
the instant
boy, it's
intrigue
time.
thing is,
Yeah, I think the manga did a little. I honestly, the manga did do it a little bit, but I can see what you mean. Yeah.
and we're just gonna be playing this all the way through. We're not gonna be, we're not gonna be pausing between, episodes, because it'll just
Episode.
all in one big playlist.
I might have to mute myself so I can go make hot chocolate
I
That's
right
love
after
okay.
Void.
this.
I love
I
Void's
am,
voice.
I am probably catching something.
Oh god, yeah, that guitar is either out of tune or the player is playing it
Yeah,
wrong
yeah,
on purpose.
Keep in mind,
maybe.
this song is going to be incredibly, and I do stress incredibly unfitting when we get to the last two
It's
episodes.
already
Yes,
incredibly unfitting. It is like
it feels like a It's like a
playing over the
Naruto.
fucking
With the
corpse
black
tree,
on, it will be
Yeah,
long and vain.
standing on the fucking ledge like he's a Dragon Ball character, or it's like,
Honestly,
okay.
this feels like a Naruto opening. Like
Now
if you
another
put
thing
this
to now
opening
another
with
thing
Naruto,
to bring up is that since most of Guts' childhood was cut out from this adaptation, we do not get any context as to why Guts is not like, not a fan of physical contact because if any those who have read the manga know what happened to Guts when he was a kid.
Lots and lots of rape.
oh, it was
Yep,
medieval times.
Guts
It
got
was,
that. Guts got
I
that.
mean,
And at 9 years old,
again, medieval times, man. It's got a hole, and there's and you know what to do.
and
STDs
honestly, I
wasn't a
kind of
thing.
prefer how the Golden Age arc adaptation did this battle while
Oh, don't
standing on
teabag
it.
the
Oh, hi,
guy.
Dr.
Oh, don't
Robotnik.
don't teabag the guy. God damn it! Even teabagging was a thing in the medieval times.
You shall not pass.
What did the bears do to you?
Are our lips even moving?
Nope. Also, the subtitles are wrong as hell.
As I pointed out earlier, they're synced up to the Japanese version.
I know, but it's kind of hilarious. It's kind of like one of those YouTube videos
Yes.
that do.
Now keep
It's like
now since in the portion of the Golden Age arc that's Guts' childhood, we actually get at context prior to this.
You've got
yeah, like how
balls, Sonic. Lots of balls. Not a particularly large brain, but balls.
Let's also
hmm,
keep in mind the fact that Guts' voice is already incredibly deep at 14 years old.
I am
I
but
mean
your
his balls
average
probably dropped.
14-year-old boy who can wield a
Yeah,
200-pound sword.
yeah. Yeah, let's
Dude,
keep
fucking
that.
move!
Learn to block, parry, or duck.
You guys don't realize this is Fire Emblem logic, so Sword's gonna beat the piss out of the end.
Dodge!
God damn it. Oh shit. Oh, you lucky fuck.
Oh,
Nope.
nice
Oh
score,
wait, do we?
discretion shot.
Yeah. I think its eyeballs popped like when it happened.
Yeah, especially in the 2012 film trilogy.
Yep. I remember that.
Hi, Griffith.
God, these helmets look so fucking weird.
Went to medieval time.
So, since this was the early 2000s for this, we got a bunch of like older voice actors from NYAV's talent pool.
Joy.
Also, this was before we ended up getting the talent from the NYAV post LA branch.
Mm-hmm.
So, in case you're wondering why the voice acting at times is a little off,
You,
A
you really want to
fluke.
insult the kid who can probably kick your ass?
A fluke, you say.
Don't bite the coin, man. You don't know where
it's
that's
fighting
going.
it to make sure it's legit.
I know it's that thing. I know, but that
Oh,
guy
and
hands
also,
look like he never washed them.
Guts has a bit of a trench coat on his armor, or but that will never be adapted in any media.
Don't touch me.
So yeah, because we didn't get that scene in the '97 anime, it's somewhat what's shown in the
Sure.
2012 film trilogy. We do not get any context as to why Guts is not a fan of physical contact.
Yeah. Long story short, shit, yeah. You know what?
We already went over it, so you don't need to.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm
We'd be
uncomfortable
repeating
saying it.
ourselves.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable saying it.
Well, now in this version we get actual context as to why Corcus plotted to attack him on that field.
King Arthur.
We're intentionally obscuring her so as to not reveal. Well, they were intentionally obscuring her there. They're
Oh
intentionally obscuring her so that we don't reveal the fact that she's a woman.
my
Except for the fact
God,
that the
a woman
voice
in medieval
immediately
times.
reveals it.
Even in
Um,
Japanese, it's not even in disguise. Which, by the way, in
yeah,
Japanese, Casca is voiced by the Japanese voice of Asuka Asuryu, and Judo in Japanese is voiced by the voice of Kaoru.
Huh. What? Just imagine being on this team and your name's Dan. You don't get a special name. You're not Dan the Daring. You're not Dan the Invincible. Just Dan.
Steel or Dan
You're
of
not even
Steel.
Dan the Awesome.
Not even Steely Dan or Dan.
Hey, that'd be a good one too.
Eh.
Right. What is Corsus doing? Fighter, get out of there! Get himself killed. You'll get context as to why I was saying that. I just like the fact that in the movie her pants perfectly outline her butt.
Hmm.
And hey, man, we got that budget, and
Ow!
we had to put it on
Fuck
something that's
my arm.
worthwhile.
Now
We got to give
Casca's
the
wearing a helmet.
Casca, tomboy.
Why she did why ditch the crossbow?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know fire and flying circle. How do both work?
Damn, she's fine.
Man, this is kind of suggestive when you're not looking at it.
God damn, I'm so fucking wet right now.
So suggestive. Like if you don't look at it and just like, this sounds very.
Don't move. This is exactly where I wanted you. Straddled on top of my spear. Monster trucks featuring Bigfoot and Smogzilla. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Be there.
Mango Nation.
You'll never
Awesome
guess
sound.
you'll never guess which voice actor had that outtake. The Alex.
Griffith.
Okay.
Ow. Mother. Ah. Damn it. Oh. I'm bleeding out really badly right now. Orcus, shut the fuck up. Oh, that would be a kindness to your fate, Corcus. This is actually accurate to the manga because Guts does try to make a last stand, and after being stabbed through there. Yarr. Don't I look beautiful? Oh, and in Japanese for this anime specifically, A Griffith was voiced by Toshiyuki Morikawa, aka Sephiroth.
That bit off.
Oh, and this dream sequence is also accurate to the manga.
I wonder what this is a metaphor for. Lots of
Oh,
rape!
This
yep.
is what the
Lots and lots
again.
of rape!
Look, the early rule was gentlemanness wasn't really a thing, so the main source was if there was a hole, you gotta fill it.
Oh, and the manga was a lot more explicit with this scene.
Mm. Yeah,
Uh,
I remember.
Gambino.
I've seen that clip from the abridged series.
So no, I mean like in this specific dream sequence.
Like I
So
said, I've seen
so
the
when
the
so
abridged
when Guts
series.
so when Guts ends up 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 talking to responding to Guts, he ends up uplifting tilting his head up. Or he ends up tilting his head up to reveal that Guts' sword ran through his neck. Oh, and he's like, "How can I get up when you have my leg?" And Guts sees that the sword turns into Gambino's leg. Oh, and the
hmm.
dog that Gambino was interacting with there, its face turns into Shisu, who
Hmm.
who was the camp whore in Gambino's mercenary troop. Yeah, Guts has a lot of self-loathing.
I
Mm.
mean, yeah, it's that's just like the Charlie Brown of anime. Nothing ever goes right for him.
Gambino's the one who sold him off to that douchebag who molested him. Oh, what the fuck? He's anatomically incorrect like a Ken doll. Wait a second. This is a nice touch. Mmm.
Hmm. Brown sugar, why does it taste so good?
You brown sugar.
Also, one thing to note, no genitalia will be shown in this anime.
I mean, this isn't Dragon Ball
Yeah, but
or a
here's the thing,
hentai.
Berserk is not hesitant when it comes to either
I mean,
male
I know we get
genitalia
boobs.
or female genitalia.
I mean, again, it was a different time. It was a different time
Even
when.
nowadays,
Okay, well, yeah, there's uncensored anime.
the
Because I
only
mean,
time
nowadays,
that the
I
only
guess
time
even
that
back then.
that
Yeah, all right, yeah.
the only Berserk
Oh,
anime
that's a bad touch. Oh no.
motherfucker bitch. You had
Really?
your
Again,
way,
I
you would probably be riding me like a bucking bronco.
gave up her womanhood.
Hi, Judo.
Mm. Aw, isn't that nice of Griffin? He gave him a woman to warm his bed. Sexism.
Yeah.
Good old medieval sexism. More like a prototype of something better coming up.
So Kevin T. Collins, the English voice of Griffith, as I've mentioned before when talking about the Berserk outtakes, which I've been quoting,
Mhm.
is is a Broadway singer.
Yes, which we
Huh.
will see in the outtakes.
Griffin,
He
Griffin
is a
singing on
great
Broadway.
sing. Yeah, Kevin T. Collins has a fantastic singing voice. Listen to his
Remember,
Poor Sophia. It's really good.
remember me. 416.5. Huh. Coming soon, Berserk the musical.
Excuse me. It would actually be really well suited to a musical.
Hmm.
It's got that kind of big epic scale.
Although it's gonna be a very strange musical when we have to do a fun musical number over the birth of God.
Griffith,
Oh, it doesn't have to
Kevin,
be a fun. It could be, like Les Miserables
I know
and
I'm not saying
pure
fun, but still,
fucking misery.
Kevin
I
T.
mean,
Collins' voice would get deeper as the years go on for voicing Griffith.
Yeah, people. That's how people tend to go as they age. Singers do their
unless
best
you're
to
some people,
keep their high ranges, but
unless
it's a
some
losing
people who
battle in the
somehow,
end.
Yep.
unless there's some people who somehow don't age at all.
Well, Michael Jackson managed to keep his high notes right up until he died by only occasionally speaking in his natural voice, which is why he always sounded kind of like this.
Yep. My R.I.P. MJ.
Guts is his theme.
Oh yeah. Ah man. All right, time to stand down the
Were you
rain and look up.
expecting this to be Guts' theme of all things, Alex?
I kind of can't hear
Well, I mean, it's kind
the
of muffled
theme.
right now, so you can't hear it over the
Yeah.
dialogue. All right, I'm gonna go stand out in the rain and look up while contemplating my life. Be right back.
The theme I sometimes use to sleep. I think I would be kept up by the by all of the horrible things that I know this theme is associated with.
It just makes you question. It just makes you question life when you do it.
The
Eh,
theme is associated with Guts and Casca's love
that
scene.
hey, no offense,
Mm.
Griffith, that sounds a little bit gay.
Wah,
It
wah,
is a little bit gay.
wah,
Oh my god, I've heard this song somewhere else.
wah. Yep, now
Yep,
you're hearing
I'm
it.
sure.
You definitely have, because it's a meme now.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, makes you just want to look up in the sky and contemplate life, or stand on a cliff. Don't want to be horny, Alex. Just want to be free.
Oh,
The manga Guts calls
oh
Griffith a
no.
slur. Yeah, Dark Horse translation was certainly interesting. Or hell,
What
or
the
hell,
hell are
the
you? Some kind of bundle of sticks?
a bundle of sticks. What do you mean?
Like one of those bundles of sticks the fascists used, where they take a bunch of sticks and
Time to
tie them
settle with
together like
swords.
some kind of mighty faggot.
All right, I guess we'll settle with swords then. And then Griffin just pulls out
It's
And
not
and
it's
now
not
sword.
illegal if you quote The Simpsons YouTube.
Not that sword.
chill out, bitch. I got this.
No girls allowed.
This is between in people with Y chromosomes, not people with two X chromosomes.
Tomboy. Just because you're a tomboy doesn't make you a man.
And that ends this episode.
Will Guts be able to win his freedom? Will
Find
Griffin get
out
what he
next
wants?
time on Berserk Ball Z.
Will Casca stop being a bitch for one goddamn second? Find out next time. In like about about a minute.
Are you waiting so long, Alex?
Waiting so long for this to end.
Put your glasses on and everything will. Yeah, I'm gonna be quoting that song until the rest of the night. So put your glasses on and everything will be well.
Yummy sword.
Mm.
I want you, I need,
You
ain't no
mean as a
way I'm
you want me as a
ever
mercenary, right?
of
You
you.
want me as a mercenary, right?
Don't be
First
sad,
battle.
You want
'cause
me as a mercenary,
to
right?
free ain't bad.
You want me as All right, time for the most unfitting intro ever.
Not yet.
Oh, I mean, isn't that how anime works? If I shank someone, that means they're my best friend for life, right? Speaking of which, Kevin, where do you want your stab room, left or right?
I would prefer neither side.
All right, all right, voodoo doll it is.
That's a stock sound effect. I can't remember where that's from, though.
And now time for an unfitting intro.
God. God, this intro sounds like the Berserk Saturday morning cartoon that would have been made as like a tie-in
It
to the
does.
movie.
It's like Berserk if it was Naruto. In fact, literally, someone
Berserker
put this
Toe.
song over. No,
Ah,
Narsk.
let's also
literally,
keep in mind that Berserk Abridged ended up making a interesting
Fearful
comparison
fucking
between
music over the fucking corpse tree. I can't get over that.
It'll be wrong. Right.
You want to know something funny? You can watch this entire anime on YouTube just because it's like nobody wanted the rights to this thing.
Yeah, it took a
Yeah.
long time for anybody to pick it
Also,
up, and eventually Discotech got it, and I'm very happy.
even the visual doesn't fit if you think about it. It's just guts posing happily, like, oh yeah, I'm so
No,
cool.
no, the whole thing is just kind of at odds with itself.
And that's what makes
Yeah.
it so. That's what makes it so meme worthy. Everyone in the Berserk fandom knows about this song, whether they like it or not.
Oh, motherfucker.
And my face is fucked up.
But fight.
Very good use of a saber on the part of Griffith there. Do it harder makes it better, do it faster makes it stronger, more than ever, hour after hour, work is never over.
Did I say you can talk?
Bitch, women don't have rights.
Damn it. This hurts. I feel like the movie trilogy did a better job at conveying this choreography.
Yeah, oh, there. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how we got here was already better in the Golden Age arc.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say to you here, Griffith. I
I'm sleepy.
Ugh. Look, Alex, it's the hold.
I'm looking. Why do you have elf ears?
I
Okay,
mean,
see
he's
that?
had them.
The placement here is a little bit better, I'd say, for the shoulder. Or because it was looser in the movie.
I just sworn I gave you the manga for reference.
I mean, at this point, you should just read the manga now. Not to sound like an asshole.
I
Ow!
still don't know why he didn't just bend his elbow though.
It's
Because you can
guts.
take the
He needs
pressure
to
off
prove
by doing that.
it's guts. He needs to prove he's manly, man.
Yeah, and bending your arm
Again, he needs to
is
prove
kind of how
he's
you do
still
that. Now all you
hardcore.
have to do is pull a Martin Riggs and yank on that fucking shoulder.
He needs to prove he ain't no bitch.
Now, by some alien logic, I own you, Guts.
No homo, right? Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to be all of the homo.
No homo,
Hey,
right?
everyone, I own a human life.
Right, slavery.
Yay for slavery!
Wait, what?
What?
Like, what?
Sorry, I have
Slave?
munchies.
Oh,
Not
good.
the
I'm like, nope.
munchies, just something to eat.
Yeah, I'm a, yeah, I'm kind of drinking some hot cocoa. I'm cold as hell.
Cascus all jelly.
Oh, I wanted to be a slave.
I
No, I
mean,
wanted to be Griffith's slave. There are a lot of women who would love to be Griffith's slave, I'm sure.
I mean, let's be honest. It's the same reason why men love evil women. If evil, why hot? What? Don't say I'm wrong.
let's see. Griffith is a buff, muscular man with long, flowing, silver-colored hair.
No wonder Sephiroth voiced him.
Yep. And then his voice would get replaced by Takahiro Sakurai in the film dubs, or in
And
the film
again, hey,
subs.
then again, I mean, I know a bunch of women who would love to get stabbed by Sephiroth. See, no matter what, the human race is just horny. We're all horny for the wrong reasons.
Orcus is being genuinely retarded at this point.
I mean, that is a good point. But then again, also a wounded prey also fights the hardest.
Excuse me.
All right, Corcus, I guess I'm gonna have to murder you.
Then again, wounded prey
What
tend to
about
fight the hardest.
Zap?
So,
Is Brennick in here?
no. Imagine Griffin in like the Amazon. I mean, she cuts in the Amazon island for some reason.
So there was a running gag in Berserk Abridged where Orcus is so desperate to try to get at some pussy, especially from Casca, that he would be trying to use Barry White songs and Jello shots.
Woo,
See?
woo, woo, woo.
Even Korbelwitz got in on this gag, and Casca's like, "God, you must be really desperate." Didn't ask for your help, bitch.
It's not like I like you. It's not like I care about you, prick. Pooch.
Okay, whatever you say. Sure, you want me inside
Sure
you.
you do. What's
No,
that?
I don't.
What's this trail of what appears to be water leading all the way across the floor?
Shut the fuck
Ah,
up.
man, what's this sexual tension?
Uh, I swear, I don't even know if we should even do a
I
parody. of this when Ben Creighton's parody is so good.
You can't top the can't
I'm
top what you
picturing.
heard.
I am now picturing like, uh, Guts talking to Casca's dad and him asking, "So, what are your intentions with my daughter?" "Purely sexual, sir." "That'll work."
Isn't Cusk dad kind of hit with, the
Let's keep
dead?
in mind. Let's keep in mind that Casca's parents sold her off to some nobleman.
Hmm.
No. Hmm. Here's a weird question. If you could think of
Oh, a
any
bunch of
live action,
pussies.
if you could think of any actor to play Guts, who you think would look
No,
more like
we're not
Guts?
doing this.
Uh,
Oh,
What you talking about, Willis?
okay, so, depending on the era. Okay, if we're making this movie in like the early 2000s, Ben Affleck.
hmm. And Affleck has Guts. I can see it. Yeah, I guess I can see it. A part of me also, I don't
Because
know,
I
maybe I'm,
know. Because I know that as the years go on, if you make sequels, you're gonna get like Batfleck levels of Affleck for the Black Swordsman arc.
weirdly, honestly, I guess maybe it's because I've been watching Deadpool Wolverine for like the 30th, for like the fourth time again. I can totally see Guts doing like the Wolverine speech to somebody.
Yeah,
He's
So
the
I
best
don't
there
know.
is
I
at
guess
what he does, and what he does isn't exactly very polite.
indeed. So yeah, Hugh
I
Jackman.
swear to God, if I have to swim in full armor again, I'm going to smack somebody.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman might work.
Who do you imagine for like a parody voice of Guts, Alex?
um,
Hmm, let me think.
so if I wasn't going,
Samuel A. Jackson.
you know what, that's a good idea. If we're going with people who would realistically, um, be cast in like a parody version, um, obviously Takahata 101 would be a good choice.
I
Um,
guess maybe fucking.
I would
I
not
guess
want to work with Curtis Arnott.
um,
enough.
like, eh,
Let me think. Any other voice? All right. Who sounds pretty angry and depressed? Oh, what a horrible night to have a curse.
Okay, where's Simon Belmont?
Hmm. I wonder. Hmm. I wonder how a talk with like the Julius Belmont and such would go.
Oh, there's Forces.
I don't know. Raid? Wait, where's the tank? See, look how much this song fits when you're just riding in the battle.
why isn't this the opening theme?
That's what everybody asks.
Funnily enough, it's the opening theme to Berserk abridged.
Yeah,
Huh.
and it should be. 'Cause, I don't know. Maybe these days after we're done, we could probably all rate all the different versions of forces.
Yeah.
Yep. All the official ones, because yeah, I don't think we're gonna be doing remakes unless they're really good.
How many times do you think Sean Schemmel is just going to be in this?
Yes.
I was gonna say, was that Goku?
Hey,
Yeah,
it's me, Goku.
Sean is a number of characters in this.
Well,
Hey, it's me, Goku.
Hey, it's me, Goku. I'm getting my ass kicked by a guy who calls himself the Black Swordsman.
You're hey, you're not black.
Hold your fire! This man is not black!
Oh my god. Unintentionally racist Trunks.
Unintentionally.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Trunks would be the kind of guy to be unintentionally racist.
Well, yeah, look at who his mom was.
He's such a dork that yeah. In fact, I don't even. In fact, I bet he probably wouldn't encounter for that much.
There was a funny bit in Berserker Bridge where the commander inside the castle makes a comment about Griffith going off to save Guts. He's like, uh, Griffith, he hasn't been the same since he discovered boys.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
so you're implying that Griffith didn't know about other people that had a Y chromosome?
What's a women? What do you mean women exist?
Ah, shit, the horse.
No,
Ow.
I failed.
Oh. Hey, handsome. I
Take my
wanna hold your
whole
hand.
life to where I can tell.
So in the manga, this mission is what made Guts be promoted to to the to commander of the Hawks Raiders.
Hmm. Oh. No, my leg,
Uh,
leg. Yeah, we did it. War crimes.
Garrett says he's getting off work now.
Hooray.
I'm sitting up here being alone. Shut up.
I'm contemplating my life choices.
Despite your age, Guts, you have have the capacity to be a fantastic warrior.
Yeah, if only you were just a little bit, maybe a little less
So
reckless.
so here's a bit from a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic that just came onto my feed. He'd, Wait, you read the Bible, dude? I read everything, Mikey.
You know
do
what?
you,
Fair
do you
enough.
even read
Considering dying,
that book?
I do mean
considering,
everything.
you know
As
what?
much as
That
I
would
don't want
totally,
to read some things.
you know what?
Does that
Most
mean you
Donatellos
read
would probably say that.
Reset Era threads?
Thankfully, no.
Yeah,
But dude, you
honestly, I
said you
could
read
totally see your,
everything, man.
There.
I could totally see your 90.
Damn.
Mikey, he didn't
Yeah,
say he read fucking dog shit. Reset
So
Era
you
gut
is
know,
objectively fucking dog shit.
so Pippin just got hit I am Pippin, son of Gloyd.
I can
Wait,
totally
who the
hear
fuck is
John.
Gloyd? It was a very strange
is
relationship.
is the father of Gimli, you fucking cunt.
There's some class, man.
It was a very strange arrangement. Gloyd was all like, "All right, let's do this," and his challenge was a big, tall woman, a
Challenge
tall,
accepted.
muscular, and beautiful woman.
Challenge accepted.
And thus it produced me.
And that's the story of
Damn
my
it.
birth.
And
Orcus
that
will forever Orcus will forever be salty.
Indeed. I hope nothing bad happens to him. It would suck.
So, Alex, who do you think is the saltiest bitch? Corcus or Casca?
ooh, Corcus.
Yeah.
Casca comes around eventually.
Yes, Corcus never does.
When he does, oof. When he does, and again,
Why does Corcus get a dedicated and a well-drawn still of himself? He's a douchebag.
yeah, but he's also an important douchebag with a name.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I know.
Just leave him in the eclipse and we'll just leave him in the eclipse and then no fucks will be given.
I can just imagine like Dutch like yelling all the names of people who got tortured. And then it comes to Corky and Dutch is like blank, like nothing. He's like, eh, you can keep him.
Judo fought valiantly to protect my girlfriend, and so
I
did
mean, the power
Pippin.
of yeah,
Gaston, he died in my arms tonight. It must have been something he said.
No one dies like Gaston.
man, man.
I think that's it. Hey, wasn't there one more guy? No, there
No,
wasn't.
what are you talking about? Shut up! You're talking crazy.
Okay, so Alex, this episode it gives us a somewhat a flashback to Guts's childhood, but while also inserting a scene that was in the Black Swordsman arc.
Yeah,
It was the scene where Griffith tells Guts that he will have his own kingdom and that he will decide where Guts dies.
yeah. And I'm gonna have and we're gonna have flapjacks, hookers, bitches, all the bitches. It's going to be great, Guts. Trust me.
What
We've
is
got the best
blackjack?
Okay.
guts.
What is
So, who here is sick
blackjack?
of this? By anyone else here sick of this already?
Yes. Dear
Again, you're
God,
basically
fine.
yes.
Why do you think I've been memeing it for so long?
Tune your fucking guitar, I beg you.
Oh my god.
It'll be fine. Nothing will be wrong.
Should we put our glasses on? I don't
I'm
know if
wearing my.
we should.
Uh, is
Tell
there
me
an
why.
equivalent
Tell
to
me why.
glasses for my ears that I can remove? I want to hear
Earrings.
less of this.
Earrings. I mean, if you're wearing earrings, you could
A
pull
lot
them.
of the fandom unironically like this song. I don't. Like, I like the...
Yes.
I like the
It's so
instrumental.
stupid.
The
That's why
vocals
it's so
fucking
great.
suck. The electric guitar at the start is an insult to the concept of the instrument.
And that's why it's so great. And and
I
that's why it's so
swear
great.
throughout
It's so
I
bad.
swear
You
throughout
could
our critique of this adaptation of the Golden Age arc, Alex, I think you're just gonna have multiple rounds with this song.
Oh man, like I said, that why do you think so many fans meme this song for so long? It's so bad, it's good. And when you hear it so many times, it's so memorable. It gets stuck in your head.
Just like Departure from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Judo. Oh no,
Oh,
I
you
was just
know,
chatting it up with Iago. It's a group.
I don't know why. Don't know why. Don't know why. It's so catchy, just like Welcome to the Grand Tour.
And then and then there was then there's that one guy. And then there's that one guy who was just humping the air for no reason. Okay, so Judo, which one of the guys does that? Well, sometimes Pippin likes to do that too. Oh, everybody's working on the weekends. Ah, God
Everybody's
damn
working
it!
on the weekend.
It's for the weekends, and Rickard's like, Griffin, why are you doing that? It's my morning ritual.
Oh man,
A belief in the me that believes in him.
it also believes in you.
Just a warning, he's very, very naked.
Knowledge
What's that supposed
accepted.
to mean? Do I have to draw you a fucking picture? Okay,
Man,
so when Casca said that you were very naked, I didn't think that was what she meant. What did you think she meant?
Are you sure
I mean,
about that?
I don't swing that way.
Now we're having a totally non-homoerotic water fight.
And
Definitely.
suddenly,
Yes, this water fight is definitely straight.
Just like
Completely.
the half-naked volleyball scene from Top Gun.
Playing with them boys at the
we're not.
distant sunsets. On a life's simple joys, playing with them boys.
We're totally straight, guys.
By the
Totally.
way, this is the scene that's
Oh,
supposed to
yeah.
have guts. Which, by the way, Alex, keep in mind that this is the scene that introduced Guts to the Baylet, not the scene where Guts and Griffith were talking before the King showed up.
Hmm.
Well, that's not eerie at all,
People just want to rule the world.
motherfucker. Did I say you could hold me?
You're alive.
That's
Still my bottom, bitch. Yeah, you're still my bottom, bitch.
What the fuck is that over your dick, Griffith? Well, it's a
Don't worry
very
about it.
paper thin thong. But where
Don't
was the strap on your butt?
don't worry about it. Don't worry
I
about it,
do
Guts.
worry about it because now that's going to live rent free in my skull. Would you prefer to see
I
my
want
dick?
that.
That would actually be somewhat better because at the very least that makes more sense.
I need you to remember.
Nerd.
Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why.
Hi, Gambino.
I don't know this Gambino. This is a man's game.
Yeah, they mentioned Shisu, but they never showed him. Or they showed her.
And they never showed the birth scene either. I remember that was kind of fucking graphic in the
Really?
manga.
It is.
But I have seen the clip.
Yep,
I mean,
Guts'
metal
first real battle at age 9.
what a battle it was.
Yes, this
By
is
the
definitely how this would turn out. He would definitely not dislocate both elbows immediately upon trying to pick that thing up.
that was his first kill.
Nice. You're one step closer to being a man.
Now all you have to do is be as swift as the coursing river.
So in the manga, when Guts was going through that sort or play a bit with Gambino at age 6, it's that was where Guts got the nose scar.
Indeed.
Whereas here he doesn't get it until he's at least 11. And then Gambino would later use quite a bit of that money to sell Guts to some douchebag named Donovan.
Yeah, fuck Donovan.
And there goes Gambino's leg. Guts would later kill Donovan. An incident and on the battlefield and hello puppy dog. Uh,
What kind
Uh,
of meat?
huh.
Child abuse. Good old medieval time.
so Gambino's supposed to be missing his leg, but here it just looks like it was broken.
Here.
Looks like you were on a lot of fucking cocaine.
He was actually
Yeah.
drunk at this point.
Yeah, cocaine wasn't really much of a
You're the devil's son!
My guts, run outside and tell somebody.
See, that would cause a lot of problems in breathing.
Yeah.
That's why it was more realistic in the manga when and Guts got the nose scar or at a younger age. Is getting it here, Guts would not have survived. Also, like I said, the sword Guts ran the sword through Gambino's neck as opposed to his chest.
Uh, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab something. I am goddamn old.
Alright. Well, he was a massive bastard, and everybody knows that that's not news.
And they should be able to tell that. And this is another plot hole of this adaptation because they should have been able to tell since Guts was injured or there that he acted in self-defense.
Yeah.
Oh, the amount of plot holes this adaptation induced. I can try, god damn it! No! 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 Ow! 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 I'm still alive, douchebags! Alive! I can see the stars. And the moon, I guess. Uh, uh, I'm bleeding out. I got an arrow in my chest.
Looks like it went through his lung, too. Jesus fucking Christ.
How am I still breathing? Huh? Puppy dogs? Oh, you don't look like happy puppy dogs. You look like angry doggos. Okay, it's murdering time.
I've only got enough energy for one murder tonight. So you guys better all fuck right off.
We are making fun of this guy's tragedy.
We are making a joke out of lots of trauma.
Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. No. I thought that was you, you bastard. Ugh, help me up. So yeah, this was initially supposed to be in the Black Swordsman arc as a means of a flashback,
Yeah.
but the anime decided to put this scene in during a battle that also briefly covered Guts' childhood.
I can't stand this vision, buried with the lack of vision. Everybody wants to rule the world.
What are you talking about, man?
But who cares? No big deal. I want more.
Alex, you were mentioning this,
I wanna
and
be where the
where
people
the
are.
S&M is. Let them ask me their questions and get my answers. What is a fire? And why does it? What's the word? Burn. When's it my
My
turn?
turn.
When I love to get tortured from those
Up
above.
above.
Out of the sea. Wish I could be part of your world.
I forgot that was in Berserk Abridged.
What?
The torture uh themed version of part of your world.
Yeah, that was originally one of the outtakes, as is the other Griffith song that I quote often when we're talking about Metallica. So 3 years go by.
Oh, that's a lot of content that maybe could have gotten an entire season out of.
That's also in the manga too.
That's an entire. That's something we could have gotten an entire arc of the manga out of.
So that little narration was also to give context as to the main conflict that'll permeate throughout most of this anime, which is the 100 Years War between Midland and Shooter.
Hmm.
Oh, hi, King of Midland. Why are you even here? Yep, first animal thief. Right. It's now Guts' big burly man.
That sounds like it might be a bad idea.
Oh, come on! Right in the middle of the action too. God damn it! Ugh. I sometimes forget what a cock tease a lot of these cliffhanger endings are in the original '97 anime.
Yeah.
Next time. By the way, Alex, there's another manga character that was removed from this anime adaptation.
Who might that be?
Oh, somebody whose lack of presence would cause immense plot holes by the end of this series, you
Would
know?
it would it be a certain skeleton man?
Why, yes! How did you guess?
Yes, we may have had this conversation before, He-Man.
Oh, why couldn't this have been and more or less its own companion piece to the manga as opposed to being a flat out promotion for it? Surround him.
You know what this needs? This needs like a fucking, like, just straight up hard driving heavy metal track.
So, raining blood.
Something like that, yeah.
But no, we get this. So, I imagine you're going to want to open up a critique of music sort of a video thing
I
now
mean,
because of this song.
if I wasn't already behind on like 5 or 6 different video projects, I might. This is really bad choicing. This is a really bad selection of soundtrack here.
Yeah. Wind of Swords. We're fucked. We. Fuck this shit. We're out. Hey, look, it's flat out Goku.
It is literally flat out Goku here.
Less from the commander of the Nox Doggity Bot.
The
You should hear how many
blah.
times. Let's hear how many times Sean flubbed up that line.
The rest of them are on Bulma.
Hello, Casca. Are you still depends, are you still wet between the knees? I'll take that as a yes. Like, bitch, I don't know what you're talking about.
I saved the day. I mean, Casca, do I fucking look like Griffith to you?
Say it again.
Say it again, Sam.
Slowlier. Whatever you say. Orcus, you are the saltiest bitch on planet Earth, so shut the fuck up. Thank you. If only I landed a little closer to a skirt. I'm I'm wearing pants, dipshit. God damn it.
Ah, the first animal theme nights.
That was in reference to the Black Ram Heavy Assault Cavalry.
Yeah, I figured. Ah! Neck is killing me right now, but it's getting better, thankfully.
Thankfully.
This reminds me of the ancient lamentation from Justice League.
Where's Wonder Woman?
Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, hi, Julius. And Queen of Midland, who was not present in the movie adaptation. Yeah, the NYAV dub has this habit of calling Rickert Ricket.
Mhm.
The one time they corrected this was in the Memorial Edition dub with Doug Erholt calling him Rickert. And honestly, Doug Erholtz is better than Mark Sebastian as Corcus. $798,600 either. I
All right, now I have to do the other hand.
He then proceeds to do so. In case anyone ever questions gut, in case anyone ever questions guts for his workout, code ethic. There you go. Which, by the way, we're gonna have a number. We're gonna have a couple of battles that are not in the manga, but to serve as a sort of showcasing of the Band of the Hawk's accomplishments, and all of those battles are going to be against one Dr. Ivo Robotnik. This was off screen in the manga and the movie as a sort of montage because the Band of the Hawk aren't supposed to encounter Sir Korpelwitz until until after or there until after the death of Julius. Orcus like, you want to step outside? That's like, yes, mom. But please tell me you're still not wet between the legs. No, I'm not. Why do you keep saying that?
Or perhaps it would be better if I called you mommy.
I swear, if things didn't turn out the way they did, there would be times in their lovemaking where Casca would be on top. It's a sort of experiment. But unfortunately, things did turn out the way they did, and uh, all this neat stuff. So this was a year before Sonic X, Alex.
Huh.
The dub. So yeah, as opposed to a Don Korbelwitz being one of the only a commanders to survive against ends the Bane of the Hawks for another 2 encounters. Whereas he ends up being the only commander worth his salt. Oh,
Hmm.
to or he would be the only commander worth his salt all to who actually command multiple forts that the Band of the Hawk will proceed to decimate. But unfortunately, this battle, which is also non-canon, you know what? Second thought, fuck this shit, I'm out.
It's a trap! Retreat in a moment of triumph?
Oh, go. Asuka's like, I don't believe it. He was actually right about something. Yeah.
And Dr. Robotnik would go on to play a different character in the next version of this. Mike Pollock, for those of you who don't know who the actor is.
I think anybody would recognize that voice.
Oh, yes.
Like, you'd have to have never played a Sonic game beyond on Sonic
Hello,
Heroes
Sonic.
to know who currently voices Eggman.
My name is Dr. Ivo Robotnik.
We're dead. In mind, Asuka is going to immediately go back on this in the following episode.
Hmm.
So you can
Interesting.
so you can kind of see why there are issues with actually showcasing stuff that wasn't in the manga. No, you didn't, you dumbass. Ah, hi, General Boscone, making an adaptational early appearance.
General Boscone.
Boscone would not. Boscone is not voiced by T.J. Storm in this. Governor Genon, and who who is also making an adaptational early appearance. I'm sure you can guess what's on that man's mind.
Might it be murder?
No. Look at it this way, buddy. They're carrying in quite a bit of plot armor on them, and then your guys would get murked by the dudes you're suggesting.
Mm-hmm.
By the dudes you're suggesting you send and yourself against. Hey, look, it's another character that didn't make an appearance in the movie adaptation, Minister Foss. You surprised I even remember a lot of these names?
I mean, I don't know. Probably not.
So, this fortress is, well, where they meet a certain important individual to the story, a man known by his title. You feel that the ending theme fits better with this tone?
Yeah. Vocals still aren't good. I mean, the vocals are alright, but the lyrics are fucking weird.
Yep. By the way, I said that our I promoted our commentary to another Discord server or that I'm in on Scooby Doo on Zombie Island, and a mutual of mine said that Fred was onto something. Hmm. No one, Fred. Let's split up, gang. Daphne and I will invest. Will search the bedroom. I was aware of that joke ever since Adam West Slapdog's Majora's Mask abridged.
Hmm.
Daphne and I will investigate the bedroom. Oh yes, investigate. Wow, those are surprisingly well intact corpses. Well, thanks for ruining the surprise. Okay, yep, Nosferatu Zod.
I will find him!
For some reason, I thought you were going to make a reference to Terrence Stamp, but no. Ugh. I imagine And Zod looks at Nosferatu. Zod, he's just like, "You have good taste in naming, sir." Ah, thank you. Though only one of us is Zod, so there isn't room for both of us. I'm afraid not. One of us is going to have to legally change our name, and it isn't going to
Well,
be
one of
me.
us is going to have to change.
And now we're back to round 6 of Alex's
Ugh.
beef with this song.
No, no, no.
I'm sorry. I'm just getting too much of a kick out of this.
I can tell.
Anyway, I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
Good timing. The British are coming! The British are coming!
One time at band camp, he took a shortage. Yeah, the anime here makes sense that that apparently that Corcus doesn't believe God is real. But here's the thing: the manga Corcus actually sees Zod, and he's all like, and Rickard's all like, "Now do you believe me?" And Corcus is like, "What? Shut up, Alex."
Yeah?
Just making sure you hear me.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Ah, 2 hours too long. God, but Milo's has got more fucked up in the manga. Oh god, Alex.
Yeah?
Milo's had most of his right side torn off when he came out.
Ugh.
It's it's grisly in the manga. But like his insides were coming out. Oh, and obviously the room full of corpses is a lot more unsettling, to look at.
Yeah, I believe it.
Because yeah, the I feel like this adaptation of Berserk is the PG-13 cut.
Kind of like how they used to do PG-13 versions of movies in the early to mid 2000s and then release R-rated cuts later.
So Guts walks in, sees like
All of
a
all of that reminds me of like zombie art people would do for like The Walking Dead and things like that.
oh, and
Oh.
Zod in the manga and the 2012 film trilogy, he's butt ass naked here.
I will find you. Are you him?
Do I look
I've been
Kryptonian to
tearing these
you?
men apart trying to find Guts. Apparently I've been doing it wrong. I'm not supposed to be looking inside their guts. I'm looking for a man named Guts. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Maybe we could gather the Dragon Balls together and wish all these stupid people back.
So when I was talking with Damon at one point and about Zod, he actually recognized Zod's voice actor fairly easily.
And he has no junk in manga, according to Realist Metal.
Yep, he is anatomically incorrect. So can you tell that's Odeon?
uh, a little bit.
But yeah, that is J. David Brimmer, or as Nosferatu Zod, who would
Okay.
who would go on to reprise his role in in the 2012 film trilogy, as we've seen.
Huh.
So yeah, Griffith goes in by himself in the anime, but in the manga, he brings everybody else with him.
Hmm.
Also, the way Guts' vernacular is in the manga, he's far more crass than he is in the anime. Because in the anime, he sounds a lot more proper, or whereas in the manga, he says things like it's taken all I got how to do it. And
Valid tactic. I've broken a good number of swords.
Also, when Guts broke Zod's sword, he actually tried to go in for a vertical slice of ice that cut deep into his chest as well as his both arms.
Hmm.
Oh, and in the Japanese version, and Zod is voiced by the original Japanese voice of Shenron.
I am the eternal dragon.
But
State your wish, and I shall grant.
and the weird thing is that in the Japanese version, it feels like the original voice actor did not have much. It have really solid direction in the '97 anime. He got better direction in the PS2 game, but uh the voice acting in the Japanese version of this is much more rough than in the dub. And no, his mouth does not animate.
Impossible!
Nope. Well, that is rather unfortunate.
Yeah, I can definitely hear Odeon in this.
Oh. How do you feel about the detailing on Zod's fur in this?
It looks pretty good. Overall, a lot of the detailing looks pretty good in this.
It's just the animation is very rough.
Yeah, it's mostly like that right there is the yeah that fucking sucked right there because that's just moving your hand like it's panning a cell across the screen.
Yeah, the carnage is obviously a bit more detailed in the manga. And speaks a lot more in this than he does in the manga or the 2012 film trilogy. Retards.
Yeah. Beat on the drum. Oh, what a shame.
We didn't switch positioning in the in the manga. Guts went left, Griffith went right. Griffith
Hmm.
did cut off one of Zod's arms, and Guts went for his head, but only got as deep as around, but only nearly cut it off. And yes, Zod just beats them with his severed arm. I have to agree with
It's like the reverse of the
I
deadly prey thing.
I have to agree with Ben Creighton on this. You cannot find a better way to die than getting beaten to death with someone's severed hand. That is a Giga Chad thing to do.
Hmm.
Yes, the God Hand wasn't dropped in the chapter of the manga where this takes place.
That is some harsh foreshadowing there, Zod.
Oh, and Zod spreading out his wings was a double page spread in the manga. Ah, crap, Griffith. How am I going to explain this to Casca? I am in a lot of pain right now, so please be careful with me, Pippin. Did you not see the corpses in the room when you came in? Of course we're the only two. Oh, I don't know. Oh, some big naked ogre guy just beat our asses. Oh, he beat our asses with his severed arm. You're lying, aren't you? Do I look like I'm lying, Marcus? Bitch, he tried to save me. No, I didn't! He chose to come here of his own volition. Oh, and another thing, the Casca's armor is different in the manga than it is in the 97 anime.
Okay.
The movie got the details right.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's like it's also interesting to watch this while reading the corresponding manga chapters.
I can imagine. It's like, I don't know. It's like reading Dragon Ball Z and then watching the anime, and it's like, oh, they stretched this out a lot, didn't they? Whereas with
Yep.
this, it's like, oh, they cut that down a lot, didn't they?
Yeah, so the Golden Age arc film trilogy was not the only adaptation that cut a lot of shit out. The
Yeah.
adaptation that everybody loves so much, which is this one, uncut out a lot more, or in comparison, and made and added a lot of filler.
Oh, that's stupid. Why do you add filler when you're cutting shit down?
Well, not actually a lot of filler, just, enough to the point where I'm like, why? Yeah.
Why add any? Why not just do things?
This was made
Do it
10 This
close.
was made a little over 10 years after the manga's debut. They had plenty of material to work with. They had up to volume 13, for Christ's sake.
Hmm.
Which, by the way, volume 13 is when the eclipse comes to an end. The eclipse starts at around the end of volume 11 and at the start of volume 12. So I'm just giving you kind of an idea as to where certain things are when you're going to read this volume by volume. You want to know something funny? So there exists like a Berserk fan animation of Guts just seeing the future of the series after the Golden Age arc. Looks at the Bailet briefly pondering his life choices, but then the Skull Knight comes in, eats the Bailet, and then to the tune of this song, Guts offs himself with his cannon arm.
Okay.
All while Puck's just like, "Hey, buddy, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh God." Unlike the Pokemon on Blu-ray, they did not tone down on the bright flashes of light and whatnot.
In some places, I kind of wish they did, but rough with the smooth.
What about Breath of the Wild?
Some things are worth the headache, and some things are not.
So welcome to the Kingdom of Midland, or Windham Castle.
With open bar.
I don't think
Either shave or don't. Don't do whatever the fuck that is.
Boss was not in this conversation.
Hmm.
Those two characters right there, they were. Heard you talking smack about my boyfriend. Oh, come and rock me, Amadeus.
Rock you like a hurricane. Hey, when did the "Don't touch me" thing go away? Did it?
Between the not necessarily, but he's become a little bit more comfortable with people making physical contact.
Off screen. Right.
Ow! Saying. It's weird that they act it is honestly weird that they added Foss to that conversation, and I'm like, "Why is he even here? What does he even contribute to this?" Don't give me that look. Except for her. You weren't listening, were you?
We're saying? I'm sorry, you were saying?
Lynn's finest, taken down by a guy who could barely walk.
uh, oh, my dick is hard.
Oh, shit. Ugh. Ugh. She's super jelly.
She's so jelly, she's wobbling and wibbling and recoiling like, oh, you know.
Hey, Casca, no offense, but I have right now a massive erection. Like, you can see it poking right through my trousers. He's really gonna be walking around with that? Yeah, apparently her punching me just awakened something in me. Like, really awakened something in me. Like, so much so that no amount of masturbation is going to fix this. Come on, let's be real here. Or when you described that, that was the joke I ended up coming up with. And now Guts is going to be swinging around that sword.
Every year I add an inch onto my sword length. I have to make sure it keeps up with my penis size.
One of the one of the really late game chapters of Berserk, or as of late, was just so you see how Guts is swinging around that sword thinking about Casca. So in the manga, like after Casca gets slightly better, still reeling from a bit of a curse inside of her heart. Or it's like he's thinking about Casca in a different light. So interestingly enough, of when Guts points out that the Bailet was the thing that had saved them in the film, they ended up combining the scene where Griffith is first introduces him to the Bailet with this scene in the in the in case you're wondering, yes, there is recap bits in the manga, but the thing is that the manga did not operate under a weekly length or a weekly schedule.
Hmm.
It operated under a very inconsistent schedule
I believe it.
to the point where people were making jokes about, oh, Miura spending more time and playing Idol Master of all things as opposed to making the manga
Oh no.
when Totally Not Mark actually had a video on this in his Berserk review where he was pointing out that Miura was actually being forced to relearn how to draw the manga on a fucking computer because he was operating on digital paint and rather than, actual old pen.
Yeah, there's a learning curve to it, but you'll get there eventually.
Hello, King. The king! The king! Your Majesty. Arise, Sir Sirloin of beef. Never forget the fact that this king wants his daughter. I don't think Griffith it gives a greeting to Julius as in the movie trilogy.
Hmm.
The aristocrat. Yep, there's Charlotte. And rest in peace, Rachel Illis, who voices Charlotte in this show. Charlotte, get over here. The actor who voices the King of Midland ended up doing a Mortal Kombat reference in one of the outtakes. And for the sake of this commentary, I will not be singing the song that Ed Griffith's voice actor sang for this bit.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Because for one, I don't remember the lyrics. Two, oh, I don't have him to harmonize with.
Does everybody have elf ears in this show?
Jul- Griffith is now plotting Julius's demise. Whatever, man. Alex,
That that do effect in the track is, I think it's very similar to the sound you get from whacking a high tension wire or on a on a power pole, like, you know, those things that lead up the edges. I wonder what kind of
Alex,
instrument that was.
hey, Sonic.
Yeah.
They skipped an entire conversation between Julius and Minister Foss.
Yep.
Oh, well now.
They skipped a conversation that was important to Julius's motivation for wanting to kill Griffith in favor of another filler battle.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And guess who it's against, Alex?
Who might it be?
That voice already spoiled it.
Hi, Dr. Eggman. Man, I can't believe Dr. Eggman. Just love that one. Just looking outside.
Now, Dr. Robotnik, what if the enemy were to wish upon the Dragon Balls
You would have to travel
and
all over the world to find the 7 magic orbs.
what if they were to build a bridge so that they could get across the... that sounds like something the Band of the Hawk would do. Make a bridge out of grapevines.
And the worst part is that bullshit would actually work. Golem Knights, huh?
Phew, phew.
We're all here in a separate Casca, your mouth looks weird in that frame.
Indeed.
I was stung by a bee earlier. It wasn't pleasant. You sure you're gonna be okay? I'll be fine. I'll wear off eventually. Okay.
Alright. I think this is a good place for us to stop for the night.
Indeed.
All right.
Mostly just
Oh wait.
because... Huh?
Well, Alex, Alex, the only reason I was suggesting we do 8 episodes per session is so we could get this done in 3 sessions.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
we
we could
can...
probably.
Fuck it. Let's do one more. I can stay
All right.
awake for another episode.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And then so oh so I have to imagine after we're done with our viewing of this, is you're gonna end up posting about how about the intro and ending songs of this series.
You love it, you know you do.
To think to think the studio had to actually make up this shit as they went along.
Hmm. You know why you
Uh,
don't have to make things up? You know how you don't make things up? You follow what somebody else already made up.
Mm.
uh, we could follow we follow things that were relevant to the manga to to a thing that wasn't relevant to the manga. Why should I feel shame about shape?
And it will be wrong.
But if I put glasses on, then I could barely see anything.
But
I'm dead
what should
serious. I
You get
tried wearing reading glasses, and I'm like,
you should
I can
probably
barely
get better glasses.
tell that to my dad. He's the one who owns the glasses.
Oh, no. Yeah, so he's probably got a better it's probably a better fit for him than it is for you.
Not only that, I don't need glasses to read.
Yeah.
So I think most of this episode is filler, or and maybe we get back to the plot uh, later down the line. Because I hope the entire because I have not. Is one thing to keep in mind. I have there are a number of episodes I didn't watch of this, but I did watch most of this anime. The horse whinnies. I have to go through all this complex strategy just so they could make this plan work. Yeah, the current is going to be the roughest part of this.
Yep.
Oh, I hope your not tying skills are good. Yeah, that looks pretty thorough. One positive thing I can say about this filler segment is that it does show that the Hawks Raiders are pretty good at at working a strategy.
Hmm.
Gotta make sure. As if he isn't. Hey, it's that sound that the Chidori uses.
Indeed.
There it is again!
Costume here.
If this bird craps on my arm, I'm eating it.
Woo.
We're making suggestive hand motions. Are you waving the white flag, you retard? That means we're surrendering!
Are we friends? All right, gentlemen, just like we rehearsed. We surrender.
What's that, you idiot? Kung Fu thing!
Oh.
Fire your cannons all at once and explode into space! For we were born to be wild. Sir, what the fuck are you talking about? Sir, why did the colors in the shadows change when I walked across the screen?
Sir, do you still want me to send out that order?
And get that blasted hedgehog. I mean, blasted mercenaries.
I always feel sorry for the horse that has to carry Guts' sword and the one that carries Pippin.
I mean, this is before Dragon Slayer, so
All right, who's gonna jerk me off?
what? I will. Casca, put your hand down.
So where did we get the extra armor from? Don't question it.
That-
Let's just do it. And that's the message.
That's a that's a horse riding sound effect that go a horse galloping sound effect that goes back to the fucking 50s, I think.
Yes, Corcus. Yes, he is. And they say Guts can't do sneak in operations.
What?
Ricola. We'll be right back after these messages. Closing the dryer when they finish. Damn it! All my base are belong to them. Great justice. You know, I will give them credit for one thing, Alex.
Yeah?
They did go to great lengths to make sure that Guts and Casca do not meet Horpowitz until they actually meet in the manga.
Hmm.
Interesting.
'Cause even though we firmly established that Horpowitz is an idiot. Why did he look like he was smiling in one frame and then he was frowning in the other one?
Good question.
Besides, Miura didn't write me dying in this scene. Come on, you barely have recognizable faces.
You're fucking hot.
What an interesting attitude for him to have. Yeah, we won. Ugh. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom, so what you're telling me is that you let the Band of the Hawk survive, and, and then you let them take the fortress? You blithering idiot! Sorry, encouragement from Brian Dobson has made me want to do more of his Skeletor voice, especially the growling parts. Because, oh boy, does he know how to growl.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
You incompetent nincompoop! Huh? 500? We were already here in episode 5.
Yeah. Why did we take that detour? Just to waste our time.
You know, even when the movie also cut out that scene where where Foss was talking with Juliet. I think they might have actually placed that conversation in a later episode, but oh, and also, oh, keep in mind the Queen. She has motivations for what she does, but unfortunately, guess where that's placed
Hmm. Huh?
in the
Among Us,
manga.
of course.
Oh,
Somewhere
and
else?
yeah, no, they removed them.
Oh. Well, now. That sucks.
Oh, so Julius's motivation, oh, Julius's bit is actually in this episode for some reason. We could have cut out that entire battle and had lost nothing.
You see, it was important. You see, you see.
Yet another instance of Jesse, his voice actress, being in there.
Oh, I miss her.
Why are they pronouncing his name as Urius in this dub when he's Julius in everything? Every other time they've dubbed this arc.
I do.
Hi, Foss. Yep, here's the conversation I was talking about. They moved it to this episode
Hmm.
when this was supposed to be before Guts's contemplation at night.
This is like... This is fucking bizarre. The way they do things.
It's like I thought they removed it, but they placed it somewhere that made even less sense.
The white... Oh no, the white dragons. Oh no.
Oh
Oh
no.
no, we don't... We don't talk
Oh, I
about
feel.
them, they racist.
I don't feel comfortable here.
right.
So
Oh,
now,
the plot thickens.
yeah, so Foss was the one who gave Julius the idea of using his family's poison and arrows to try to kill Griffith and make it seem like it was a stray arrow. This wasn't in the movie trilogy, but I feel and I but I'm like, yeah, maybe Julius would have thought to do this himself.
Yeah. Whatever.
So when we come back to this on on Friday, they will be continuing the 97 Berserk anime with significantly less filler.
Thank fucking God.
I think
Next
the one time
episode.
we'll have to do like more than 8 episodes is literally the last session we do of this. Is
True.
because as we'd have because we'd have 9 episodes left.
Okay.
Alright.
So when we come back, I will be on assassination. So until then, and we're signing off for the night, and we'll be back with the MacCast.
Yep. See y'all later. Bye, everybody.